Welcome to NFL News Update, where touchdowns meet headlines. Stay in the game with the freshest NFL updates. This is your quick dive into football fervor.
RB Damien Harris announces retirement after 5 seasons in NFL. Running back Damien Harris announced on social media on Monday that he is retiring from the league after 5 seasons. Harris was drafted by the Patriots in the 3rd round of the 2019 NFL Draft and spent 4 years in New England before moving on to the Buffalo Bills. In his statement, Harris said, "For the past 20 years, playing the game of football has been one of the greatest privileges of my life." Harris has had years of ups and downs, dealing with multiple injuries that caused setbacks in his career. Most recently, Harris signed a 1-year deal with the Buffalo Bills in 2023, but did not get to show much on the field after suffering a neck injury/concussion that required him to be placed on injured reserve, ending his season. However, during his time with the Patriots, Harris showed true promise in the backfield, especially during 2021, when he recorded 929 yards and scored 15 touchdowns in 15 games played and started. "The people I've met, the places I've been and will go on to go, the experiences and memories I've made, the impact I've been able to make to this point, these are the things that mean the most to me," Harris continued in his statement. Gratitude is defined as the quality of being thankful, readiness to show appreciation for and to return kindness. "Today I am grateful I have found strength to walk away from the game I love so much." Giants owner John Mara gives support to draft high for quarterback. The New York Giants have received the green light from ownership to draft a quarterback as high as round 1 if they so choose. Giants team owner John Mara said at the owners' meetings on Monday that general manager Joe Schoen and coach Brian Daboll can draft a quarterback if they feel it's the best move for the team. The Giants own the No. 6 overall selection in the 2024 NFL Draft. The Giants signed QB Daniel Jones to a $160 million extension just last year, but Jones' injury-plagued 2023 season has changed the picture in New York. He's currently rehabbing a torn ACL and is set to be cleared for action later this offseason. Jones also previously suffered a neck injury that caused him to miss 3 games last season. Schoen has been seen at some quarterback pro days, including that of possible No. 1 overall pick Caleb Williams of USC. The Giants also have brought in multiple quarterbacks for visits to the team facility, interviewing several more at the NFL Scouting Combine. Mara said the Giants scouting department has relayed to him that he is one of the most talented groups to come out in years at the position. "I know they're looking at the quarterbacks. You've seen that," Mara said. "They've gone to some of the pro days. We've had some of those guys in. I don't think they're even close to making a final determination yet as to which way we're going to go on that. Those discussions will happen over the next few weeks." The Giants also signed free agent QB Drew Lock this offseason to a 1-year deal worth $5 million as insurance at the position. Seahawks GM John Schneider appeared to suggest that Lock signed with New York because he would be given a chance to compete for the starting job, although Lock later disputed what Schneider said. Giants head coach Brian Daboll told NFL Network insider Tom Pelissero that Jones will be the guy once he's cleared medically. "I still have a lot of confidence in Daniel," Mara told NFL Network insider Mike Garafolo in an interview on Monday. "I think the Daniel we saw in 2022 is the real deal. Last year, he was hurt. A lot of his offensive linemen were hurt, and things just did not go our way. But I've got all the confidence in the world, and hopefully he'll be ready to go by training camp, and yes, we'll expect him to be the starter in 2024. Mara said, per ESPN.com, he wouldn't view taking a QB 6th overall, or higher, as an indictment on Jones. Rather, he'd see it as good, old-fashioned competition. "No, I don't think so," Mara said. "Why not let them both compete? Let them both compete and let the better man win." Niners GM John Lynch says Brandon Aiyuk is not available for trade. Anyone pining for a Brandon Aiyuk trade might have to alter their expectations after hearing San Francisco 49ers general manager John Lynch's most recent statements about the talented wide receiver. Lynch relayed a story from the owners' meetings on Monday about talking to Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin at Michigan's Pro Day last week when the subject of Aiyuk came up. The wide receiver is due to enter the final year of his rookie contract and has been the subject of trade speculation, including to Tomlin's Steelers, But from the sound of it, Aiyuk isn't available. Lynch echoed past statements about wanting to keep his wide receiver in tow. Tomlin is like, "Bro, what's going on?" Lynch told media via ESPN.com, "I promise you nothing's going on there." In fact, Lynch said the 49ers are trying to find a way to keep Aiyuk, even with a thorny salary cap situation. "We're actively talking with Brandon trying to figure something out," Lynch said. "We have a good history of working with the guys we want to get something done, and it takes two sides. So, can we do that? We'll see." Lynch said the two sides are talking and that it's a good thing. The team wants to draft, develop, and retain as many homegrown players as possible, even if they can't keep everyone. "There's nothing better than drafting a guy, developing a guy, watching him flourish, and then rewarding him," Lynch said. "That's really what we'd love to do." The 49ers haven't nailed all their first-round picks, but Aiyuk has been a hit. He caught 75 passes for a career-high 1,358 yards and 7 touchdowns last season, earning second-team All-Pro. Aiyuk, who turned 26 this month, has increased his receiving yards in each of the past 3 seasons. The past few years, the team has found ways to pay defensive end Nick Bosa, receiver Deebo Samuel, linebacker Fred Warner, and tight end George Kittle. The 49ers currently have just over $7 million in effective cap space per over the cap. They have 8 current players, including Aiyuk, who is playing on his 5th-year tender for $14.1 million, hitting the cap for $12 million or more in 2024. Lynch didn't completely dismiss the idea of trading Aiyuk at some point, however, but Lynch made it clear Aiyuk remained a priority. "There's a number of different directions that it could go, but we appreciate the heck out of Brandon and who he is as a player, and we want him to be a part of the Niners," Lynch said. "We're going to work towards making that a reality."